Imagine a bridge so essential that nearly 300,000 people depend on it every day. And yet it was replaced without ever bringing the entire Bay Area to a standstill. This is the astonishing story of how California transformed its aging Bay Bridge into a modern marvel, all while keeping traffic flowing, and almost no one noticed the disruption. The Bay Bridge, connecting San Francisco and Oakland, isn't the iconic Golden Gate that most people picture when they think of San Francisco. Instead, it's a double-decker giant stretching 8 miles with 10 lanes of traffic, a crucial artery on Interstate 80. Its history began long before the bridge we know today. In the mid-1800s, visionary ideas were already circulating about a structure linking San Francisco to its neighboring cities. One colorful proposal even came from Emperor Joshua Norton, a local eccentric who once declared himself Emperor of the United States, and demanded that the city build a bridge. Although his decree was more symbolic than practical, it planted the seeds of an idea that would evolve over decades. By the 1920s, with the surge in automobile use, the idea gained real traction. The California legislature took decisive action in 1929, leading to the formation of the California Toll Bridge Authority. Construction started in 1933, and within just 3 years and 5 months, the Bay Bridge was complete. When it opened in November 1936, former President Herbert Hoover hailed it as the greatest bridge yet constructed in the world. For nearly 5 decades, this engineering wonder served the Bay Area faithfully. However, the events of October 17, 1989, changed everything. The Loma Prieta earthquake struck at 5:04 p.m., shaking the entire region with a 6.9 magnitude jolt. In that devastating moment, a 76 by 50-foot section of the bridge's upper deck snapped and fell onto the lower level. This catastrophic failure, caused by the bridge's outdated design and its vulnerability to seismic forces, was a wake-up call. Caltrans, the California Department of Transportation, had long been warning about the bridge's crack-prone design, and the earthquake turned those warnings into an urgent mandate for change. Faced with the real threat of future earthquakes, Caltrans knew the Bay Bridge needed a complete overhaul to meet modern safety standards. The goal was daunting: design and build a replacement that could withstand an earthquake as severe as an 8.5 magnitude event. But there was a catch. This bridge wasn't just any structure. It carried a massive volume of daily traffic, and shutting it down wasn't an option. To solve this conundrum, Caltrans devised one of the most audacious engineering plans ever seen. Enter the Corridor Schedule Team, a dedicated group responsible for coordinating the intricate web of 21 separate contracts that made up the project. Their mission was to ensure that every piece of work meshed perfectly with the rest. One of the key challenges was the physical act of replacing the old bridge while keeping it fully operational. To meet this challenge, Caltrans introduced 2 innovative detour systems: the Yerba Buena Island Detour and the Oakland Touchdown Detour. The Yerba Buena Island Detour was particularly critical, as it rerouted traffic off the old roadway, allowing crews to work on the demolition and reconstruction right on the island itself. These detours were a masterstroke in logistics, enabling continuous traffic flow while the massive project unfolded in real time. The reconstruction project itself was nothing short of a miracle of modern engineering. Instead of simply repairing the damaged structure, Caltrans decided to build a completely new eastern span with a unique self-anchored suspension (SAS) design. This design featured a single asymmetrical tower and a main cable loop that not only improved the bridge's ability to handle higher traffic volumes, but also enhanced its seismic performance. The new span had to be engineered to endure a quake of up to 8.5 on the magnitude scale, a significant upgrade from the old structure. The work on the new span began in 2008, but the overall project timeline was long and complex. Construction on the Skyway section, a 1.2-mile stretch linking the Oakland touchdown structures to the Sayes span, began in 2002. Pile driving started in 2003, and by 2007, the Skyway was already 75% complete. However, the project wasn't free of setbacks. In 2005, Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger proposed a redesign for the SAS bridge, triggering intense scrutiny and concerns over time and cost overruns. At the same time, the FBI launched an investigation into allegations that welders were cutting corners. In a surprising twist, the investigation ended with the finding that the welds were actually 30% stronger than required, allowing the project to move forward with renewed confidence. The complexity of the construction didn't stop at design challenges. The project involved numerous innovative construction techniques. Large diameter tubular piles were driven into weak soil conditions, and precast concrete segments were assembled using cantilever lifts, a technique that allowed the work to continue safely above the busy bay waters. While the new bridge was taking shape, the old eastern span faced its final days. Demolition began in January 2012, and crews were tasked with dismantling a structure built in the 1930s, a job that was expected to take 5 to 7 years and cost around $244 million. Yet, with a lean crew of only about 34-person teams, the demolition proceeded with extraordinary precision. Suspended high above the bay in man-lift baskets, these skilled workers used torches and cranes to dismantle the aging steel and concrete, all while the rest of the city carried on as usual. One of the more dramatic moments in the demolition process occurred on November 11, 2017. As crews were set to remove the final remnants of the old bridge, a curious seal wandered into the exclusion zone. Marine mammal experts had to be called in to safely relocate the animal, briefly halting the demolition. This unexpected encounter underscored the delicate balance between massive engineering projects and the natural world. A reminder that even the most meticulously planned operations can have surprising twists. By June 2015, the monumental cantilever section was fully dismantled, and the process moved into its final phase. The removal of the colossal truss sections was achieved using an Enerpac hydraulic jack-up system, which allowed workers to lift heavy components with remarkable speed and stability. With over 58,200 tons of steel and nearly 245,000 tons of concrete recycled, the demolition was completed in record time and under budget. By September 8, 2018, a series of controlled implosions marked the dramatic end of the old Bay Bridges era. The final pieces, including key piers, were removed, and the new modern span took its place, standing tall as a testament to human ingenuity and engineering prowess. Today, the Bay Bridge stands not just as a critical transportation link, but as a symbol of innovation, resilience, and seamless coordination. It serves as a reminder that even the most daunting engineering challenges can be met with creativity and careful planning. This transformation wasn't just about replacing old steel and concrete. It was about reimagining infrastructure in a way that ensures safety, efficiency, and longevity for generations to come. If you found this deep dive into one of America's greatest engineering feats as fascinating as I did, make sure to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more incredible stories of innovation and resilience.